So we're on top of the Pendam Mountain, a place of dark goings on and ghastly deeds and tales. And we're also at a crossroads, a liminal place, a place of slippage between worlds. One of the stories up here concerns the Gwrach Ribbon, or the hag of the drool ribbon, probably referring to the big swinging ropes of saliva that used to depend from her jaw. She was a long, tall, spindly woman who'd wait up here to ambush unwary travellers and follow them across the mountain, floating a couple of inches above the ground, making sucking noises. I don't really know why, but she's a woman I'd like to meet, I think. But we're in Gaginan. This is a disused chapel, as you can see. There's been rumours of this place for a long time about ghostly choirs being heard in it and strange votive lights being seen flickering. It hasn't been used for a long time. And one story is that I was staying in the valley over there with some friends. One friend who was left up in the pub behind us on the main road called the Druid. He was walking down to meet us. He said he walked past here. He got to the corner there. He looked on these steps round about where I'm sitting. There was a man wearing a long frock coat and breeches and stockings and old buckled shoes and a three-cornered hat. My friend said hello to him, as you probably would. You know, about 1 o'clock in the morning, there's a man dressed strangely. You'd want to say something to him. And this man didn't answer him, just stared at him. My friend started walking away down the lane there. This man began to follow him. My friend could hear his clacking footsteps on the tarmac behind him. My friend, of course, got scared when he began to speed up, so the man's footsteps would speed up, matching him pace for pace exactly. When he reached a certain point down there by the farm, the footsteps stopped, at which point my friend could look behind and see there was nothing there. When he got to the place where he was staying, he was shaking like a leaf. So we poured him a whiskey, which he demanded. And then I asked him, he was a philosophy student, and his view of the world is very, very much an empirical one, you know. You only assimilate the world through your senses. So I asked him how his experience fitted in with this empirical view of the world. And he said, well, one of the senses of sight. I saw the man, so he was there. I don't know what he was or where he came from or what he wanted, but I saw him, so he was there. When I first moved to this part of Wales, I was warned about these woods. A lot of old people would say that the woods had turned sour and they wouldn't let the children play up here. So we came to explore, and we're in the woods over there, and we found a clearing, and in the clearing was a bizarre sculpture. There was a door being propped up, just a normal house door, and either side of it had some 8-gallon jerry cans linked by a rope flung over the top of the door. Had some strange mixture inside these jerry cans. I smelled it. It smelled like nothing on earth. Inside on the door was hacked in some very strange runic symbols. That was peculiar in itself. Since then, I've heard tales of, and I actually heard it myself, children whispering, children crying up here. There was a person who lived at the top of the village. About 2 o'clock in the morning, she was woken up by the sound of children screaming. She just came up here thinking that some children were in distress. So when she got here, the children stopped screaming. She heard a babble of voices. She couldn't make out any words, just this kind of monotonous babble as of 100 voices, which when she came to was completely stopped dead and silent. So she ran home, as you can well imagine. When I was doing some research into it, trying to find out what gave rise to all these stories, I found that this small quarry here collapsed and killed the men who were working inside it. And then I think after that as well, from what I read and what I heard, some children had built some tunnels in the ruins of this quarry. They were in these tunnels, and again it collapsed. It seems to be one of those things, these kind of strata of suffering and misery, which I'm sure if you went back even before the collapse of the quarry that killed the men, you'd find something else there, I'm sure. It seems to be a place that has this kind of misery and loss built into the very soil, really.